And in three, two, one, there you go. What's happening, everybody? Yours truly, Mike Marino, bringing it to you live from my mother's basement. It is May 1st. I hope everybody's doing fantastic. I'm sorry I haven't done a podcast in quite some time, but I have been traveling like a maniac because being a comedian takes you around the world and back. And when the work comes, you got to take it. And when you're hot, you stay on fire. And I'm doing my best. Right now, I'm so happy to be home in my house here in New Jersey, doing a nice live broadcast, telling everybody where I've been, what I've been doing, who the new sponsor is, and what's going on in the world. So thank you so much, everybody, for writing in right away. And right now, I want to do a nice shout out to a fellow comedian, funny guy. You got to watch this guy's show. Right here, you call him Rodia Comedy. And his name is Anthony, nice Italian fella in Long Island, does some of the funniest skits on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. They're fantastic. I was just watching one, Anthony, before I started my show right now. It was the one you're doing Crazy Wednesday or whatever it is about you doing the traffic. So I'd like to give that a nice big shout out. If you guys want to laugh a little bit, other than my show and a lot of different great comedians out there making everybody happy and laugh, go to Rodia Comedy and check out Anthony Rodia. He does the funniest little skits. I don't know how he contorts his face on the internet, but it's really, really funny. And Road Rage Wednesdays, that's what it's called, Road Rage Wednesdays. Very, very funny. You're going to enjoy it, and I appreciate that. Oh, he just went by as fast as he could. All right, Sarah, how are you? Luigi, how are you? It's nice to see everybody. Not a problem. I'll always do a shout out to a fellow entertainer who's making people happy. Besides, we're going to be working together. I believe it's October 17th when we hit Toronto, Canada, when Make America Italian Again, featuring me and Anthony. Bring it to Toronto, Canada. Hi, Bert. How you doing? Carlo Balario, one of the funniest guys in New Jersey on a great talk show. So you got to look up Carlo as well. And I thank everybody for saying such kind words as we chime in within seconds of hitting that button saying Mike Marino goes live from my mother's basement. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm very happy to say not only am I here on Facebook Live, not only am I on Instagram, but iTunes, iCloud, SoundCloud, Italian American Radio, ddvradio.com. So many different outlets picking up the show, which is really, really great. We got two great new sponsors. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about coffee. We're going to talk about what's going on because I got to remove my gallbladder. And we're going to talk about all kinds of great shit on the show today as I say hello to everybody who's writing into the show in lightning speed. I guess everybody's a little bit upset that I haven't been broadcasting since Easter when yours truly had Sal, the voice, Valentinetti on the show. Over 15,000 people writing into the show within lightning speed. It was really, really great. Although we had a misplaced Easter, two Italians from the East Coast in Los Angeles with nowhere to go, but we got through it. So, Sal, if you're watching this show, I miss you, buddy, and thank you so much. My daughter saw you on a cruise, thought you were great. I think you're great. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, and I think you guys are great, too. For those of you who are just listening to the show right now and not watching, I'm responding to fan mail that's coming in on Instagram and Facebook very, very rapidly. So I'm trying my best to get back to everybody so that I can bring some issues to light that's going on in the world and at least my take, my view. Now, I never like to put anybody down. I don't like to bully. I don't like to see people get bullying. But boy, oh boy, this world is getting some crazy shit happening, and I need to be president of the United States. Now, if I run for president of the United States in 2020, which I'm seriously reconsidering, because as you all know, I lost in 2016 to this guy who's in the office right now. And not that I got anything bad to say about Donald Trump. I'm just saying I would be better. First of all, I got class. I can have the meetings here in the basement. Something goes wrong, somebody don't leave the basement. You understand? But then again, who knew what happened? I didn't. We got plenty in the room, plenty of room down here in the basement. And I'm not going to tweet, and I'm not going to do what he does, but I will run the country with class and sponsors. Lucatelli cheese. Anyway, Lucatelli rules. Thank you so much, Carlo. I appreciate you saying that. And thank you, everybody for writing into the show. Hi, Carlo. How you doing? Uh-oh. Let's do a plug to Carlo Valerio, who is from Animal House Radio. Right now on the show, he has Leah Thompson from Back to the Future. Not only was she in Back to the Future, but she's been in a lot of movies. Leah Thompson is a fantastic actress, and I wish I could have her on my show. I don't know how you pull this off, buddy. You are one amazing promoter and one amazing comedian and one amazing talk show host. That's Carlo Bellario, ladies and gentlemen. He's on the air right now tonight, Animal House Radio Show. Look for it, I believe, on HamiltonRadio.com and DDVRadio.com as well. All right, let me see who else is writing into the show. I want to thank everybody for always writing into my show. I want to thank everybody for coming to my live events. Eat more ginger root. Well, I guess somebody's paying attention to the fact that I have a problem with my gallbladder. I have gallstones, and a lot of people telling me you could shit them out, you can piss them out, you eat the right things, you can get rid of them. Right now, I have a doctor that's telling me, let me come and suck it out of your belly button. As far as I'm concerned, I'm coming up with a new stand-up routine. I'm writing notes right now. You give me a health problem, I got comedy. You give me a world problem, I got comedy. You stub my toe, I'm going to curse like a mother, but I got comedy, and I got Lucatelli cheese. All right. Francesca Marino, it's nice to see you, and thank you so much for watching the show. And there, of course, is my cousin, Billy Greco. Now, while I got Billy watching the show right now, I do want to talk to you, Billy. I have some questions for you. I am actually going to be the master of ceremonies, which is something I love so much to do. It's not about being comedy. It's about being the ringleader and about getting people to pay attention to everything that you're doing on that night because you're controlling the show. When people say he's the MC, the initials MC stand for Master of Ceremonies. I am the guy who holds the baton and holds everybody's attention while I graciously introduce and honor the honorees and the winners of awards. This such show that I'm speaking about right now is coming up this summer. I have hosted the mini Oscars at the Beverly Hills Film Awards in Los Angeles, California. I have hosted the Toronto Film Awards. I have hosted the Garden State Film Awards. I have hosted many, many different award ceremonies. I enjoy it. It's fun. It's always the best sometimes that you actually have a comedian do it, because if there's a problem, if the sound goes out, if the lights go dim, if you come back from commercial break, or if there's something wrong with the teleprompter, and I don't know, maybe somebody's not there to receive their award, it's always good to have a skilled comedian take the reins, because if there's a problem, a misfit, something stupid happens, bam, the comedian picks up the pieces. So, getting to the point, I'm going to lose my voice. I did so many shows in the last 2 weeks, I'm losing my voice. The show that I'm talking about is coming up. That's right, June 5 at the Wildwood Convention Center. I will stand as Master of Ceremonies for the first annual East Coast Music Hall of Fame. Are you watching, ladies and gentlemen? You can attend. You can get tickets. You can watch. There's many different musical stars from the past, back in the day, and some major, major stars, musical acts from back in the day that are going to be there. I don't have a list of them right now, but as soon as I do, I'm always going to talk about it on my show. June 5, the East Coast Music Hall of Fame takes place at the Wildwood Convention Center down in Wildwood. This is going to be big. And not only is it going to be big, it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of people, do you remember Connie Francis? Connie Francis from back in the day when the beach movies were a lot different. Do you remember Tony Orlando and Dawn? Oh, man. I'm sorry. I've been doing way too many shows. And I just got overly excited that I'm talking about the East Coast Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Let's see who's writing into the show right now. Mr. Direct, how you doing? It's nice to see you live from my basement to your basement. as president, as an Italian president, they're asking me if I would outlaw the Olive Garden. I don't know if I would outlaw the Olive Garden, but I sure would give it a chance. I sure want to give it a try. I was talking about being the master of ceremonies at the East Coast Music Hall of Fame. It's going to be fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. I just got so excited. I scratched my throat because I did 6 shows in the last 3 days, back to back, in front of a couple thousand people per show. And I forgot to relax a little bit. So excuse me while you're listening to me on iTunes. And everybody who's listening to my voice, I guess if you can't see my face, you don't understand. I'm actually choking. I got so excited. I get very excited because show business is very difficult, ladies and gentlemen. You never know when you're going to get your next show, but I'm very, very lucky right now. Climbing. I just booked another movie role. I have more work than I know what to do with. I'm getting ready to travel over under the country. Yesterday, I got a phone call. Do I want to play Copenhagen and do I want to go to Australia? And I said, yes, I want to go. I can't wait to go perform in those areas. For those of you who are just listening, I'm swallowing some water because I got so excited. I scratched my own throat. Since I've been in Los Angeles and I came back to New Jersey, I'm here in New Jersey to do a couple of press junkets, which means I'm going to go on some other talk shows like Bill Spadia, 101.5 this week and next week, talking about the big show that I'm going to do on May 25 at the Count Basie in Red Bank, New Jersey. Your shows on Anthem of the Seas were really funny. Nice work. Thank you so much, Jimmy. I appreciate that. It's nice to see everybody writing in just as fast. A little shot of whiskey. You know what? I probably should do a shot of whiskey because I got plenty of it right behind me. Janet Salvo, so nice to see you and seeing you right into the show right now. It reminds me that about a month ago, I did a set at the Comedy Store in Los Angeles for the first time in quite some time. The Comedy Store is a legendary comedy club on the Sunset Strip, and that's where I cut my teeth as a stand-up comedian when I first moved out there from New Jersey. And I was always very happy to be on that stage. It's the most famous comedy club in the world. That's the Comedy Store on the Sunset Strip in Los Angeles, California. I also am a regular at the Laugh Factory on the Sunset Strip in Hollywood, California. And they are just the most magnificent comedy club performance places in the world. And I so enjoy going to play there all the time. A lot of great things going on. And like I said, when I was out there on Easter Sunday, Sal Valentinetti, Sal the Voice Valentinetti from America's Got Talent, and I did a podcast. And I thank the 15,000 people who are writing into the show that fast, as me and my brother were talking about how we had no place to go on Easter Sunday because it's just not right. Now, he's young enough to still have family on the East Coast where he would go on Easter Sunday, but he was out there working. I unfortunately lost a lot of family members, and sadly, they're just not around anymore, and Easter is just not the same. Quick shout out to my brother, John Callicone. Hope I'm saying his name right. I got to grab this really, really quickly. John Callicone is an incredible Italian gentleman out there who creates games. And I'm going to pitch this game for you right now. I'll be right back. Notice the Make America Italian Again t-shirts are now on sale, limited edition. The right sleeve says Lucatelli cheese. These shirts are a limited edition. You can only get them now through June 1, because I'm probably going to sell them all out when we play the Count Basie on May 25. So, folks, small, medium, large, they also come in panties and jackets. If you're interested in Mike Marino Sportswear, you can get it right here on Facebook Live. Mike Marino Live on Facebook. Order your shirts today. Check this out. Italian American Bingo. Italian American Bingo. This game is brought to you by John Callicone, and you too can purchase one of these games. He has a lot of games. You'll notice this one's shaped like a pizza box, and inside there's replicas of Italian dissenting type pieces like a pizza, a wine barrel, a hand gesture, a cement mixer, a cigar, a gun. It's really, really funny, and it's all in there, and you can get it. This one was autographed to me by John himself. He sent this over to me for Christmas. Bada bingo. Italian-American bingo, bada bingo. And John, if you're watching this show, tell us where we could get this while everybody's tuning in right now. You can get Italian-American bingo as well and yell bada bingo when you win in front of your friends just by going to this particular site. Watch this. John, are you watching? There it is. Italian-American bingo. Hi, Mike. Thank you for talking about Italian-American bingo. John, tell us where we could go and pick up this game. If my fans are out there watching right now and they'd like to make that happen, I guess you could just go to Facebook right now. Italian-American bingo comes in a pizza box. How funny is that this is actually shaped like a pizza box? I got the game bingo in front of me, in my hand, shaped like a pizza box. And you too can get one. You can enjoy that. Have some fun either every night. OB, eBay, or Facebook. Okay, you can get this on Facebook, or you can get this on eBay. And what is the address? Hi, Tina. How are you? It's nice to see you. Billy G, what's going on? Thank you very much. All right, nice to see everybody, and thank you so much for pitching in. On eBay or Facebook, Italian-American bingo. Folks, while I'm down here in the basement, of course, everybody's watching the crazy shit that's going on in the news. I, for one, was never the type of guy who likes to talk about all the negativity that's going on out there. I pray for people who, they go through hard times. I pray for people in the news that, they have these shooters in schools and the craziness of all this menagerie. It just really sucks. So here's what you got to do. You got to find some laughter in this world. There's a lot of places to laugh. There's a lot of things you can laugh at. Of course, these days, people don't like being made fun of. They consider it being bullied, all right? I don't bully anybody, but if it's funny, I'm going to talk about it. And if you don't like it, just don't come to my show. And you can shut off the Facebook thing. You just shut it off. I've been doing this shit a long time. Watch this. I've been in show business so long. One of my first recordings when I was about 16 years old was done on something that looks like this. Yeah, that's it. This is a 3/4 reel. I did a lot of TV commercials growing up, and I used to collect them, and I would put them on here like this. Now I have so many of these things that I don't know what to do with them. So I mailed them home to my house here in New Jersey from California. I have about 40 of these reels on 3/4 that can't even play it on anything anymore. So luckily, back in the day, I transferred them to VHS. Here's comedy work from 25 years ago on VHS. And then I have work when I was on As the World Turns. I have work when I was on Party of Five. And I have work of all the TV shows I did since I was about 14 years old on VHS. So I mailed them all home. I'm going to put up a big wall of all this stuff from like the 80s. And naturally, I took the VHS and I trade them over to VCR. Wait, what is this? DVD. These are DVDs that I have from my beach life, from my acting life, from everything. So everything went from 3/4 to VHS to DVD. And then where did it go from DVD? Anybody? Anybody? The internet. And then where did it go from the internet? A hard drive. So now everything is on the hard drive. Isn't that something? Isn't it something when you had black and white videos from when your parents were kids and they didn't talk because you couldn't hear them, but they were just moving very, very quickly like this, and and then you transferred that to DVD and you thought, wow, this is really, really great. But now you can put it on your computer and you can send it all around the world and everybody watches what you did when you were 10 and 15 years old. All right? So hello over there, Rosemary Veltri. It's nice to see you. I hope you're having a great day. Robert, how are you? Mary, how are you? Barbara, thank you so much. And Italian-American Bingo, you are a badass. We can't wait to play your game. We're going to do it. Again, once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking to have a game that's something different, a board game, get yourself a copy of Italian-American Bingo. win the game, and go bada bingo, and then slap somebody around and go get yourself a nice slice of pizza. Don't forget, make America Italian again. I was talking to everybody about how I have this problem with my gallbladder. Now, I don't mind talking about personal problems like this because, well, it's natural that something's going to happen getting older. It could be prevented. It could have been prevented, but I'm Italian and I love food. I fucking love to eat. If I see it, I'm eating it. How I'm standing next to these 3 jars of cheese is beyond me because all I want to do is get some olive oil, pour it in one of these tubs of Lucatelli cheese, grab some nice Italian bread, a little pepper, maybe a pinch of salt, and dip it in this cheese and eat like a pig. I really can't right now because I have a little bit of a stomach problem, but I will see what I can do about that. Right now I'm getting a call in. I don't know if I can actually do this, but I think I will. Grant sent a request to talk live. Elliot Grant. All right, let's see what happens. We're going to take in a call. Hello, Elliot. How you doing, baby? Can you hear me? Elliot, this is Mike Marino, live from my mother's basement. Can you hear me, my friend? You are now live with me, Mike Marino, live from my mother's basement. Mr. Elliot, are you there? Well, something. He must be calling in from a different part of the world because I can't seem to get him. But Elliot, I did try to say hello to you. If you want, you could type in your question and I'll reply to you. Don't forget, you're also listening to me on ItalianAmericanRadio.com, DDV Radio, every Thursday night at 8 o'clock.com, iTunes, iCloud, SoundCloud, you're a clown, me a clown, you got this, we got that, whatever the hell it is. All right, well, he didn't come through. All right. So we're talking about this gallbladder. Now you call up your doctor and you say to your doctor, I feel like I'm being stabbed in the lower part of my rib. He said, what side of the stomach? I said, it's on the right side. He goes, yeah, you're having gallstones. Go to the emergency room. They'll suck it out of your belly button. I go, it's not going to be that easy. I got things to do. But I think that's what I'm headed to do. So if anybody wants some information on that, I can tell you exactly what I'm going through. About 6 years ago, I think it's 6 years ago, I had diverticulitis and I had that removed. 8 inches of my colon was sucked out of my ass. And I feel so much better now and I started eating crazy foods all over again. But I don't think you can do that. You got to be really, really careful. See, I love hot dogs. Hot dogs are the best, especially a New Jersey fat, big hot dog that's the size of your head. And you go into a place like the Windmill or Thuman's or Sabrett, and they're delicious. Summer's coming around. It's going to be on the grill. How do you not want a hot dog on the grill, a hamburger, a piece of chicken, you know, vegetables? But these are things I really can't have too much anymore, so I'm going to be really, really careful. I'm actually looking at a DVD of when I was in a band with my brothers. This was such a good time back in the day. I'm going to take this stuff and I'm going to put it all over the internet and let people watch just how long I've been into showbiz. So, okay, I want to talk about my friend Coffee, which is for coffee. I talk about them on the show all the time. One of the funniest comedy teams in the country, if you're looking right now, is the Uncle Louie Variety Show. And you can go to their website, the Uncle Louie varietyshow.com. Get yourself a nice bucket of coffee. And I'm also going to eventually be talking about another great coffee called Bada Bean. That's hysterical. This guy's coffee, Andrew Edelman, has a company called Bada Bean Coffee. Bada Bean. How could you not want to go find out what that's all about? So Andrew Edelman, I'm going to have you come down in the basement. You're going to do an interview with me. We're going to talk all about your coffee and what you're doing and what you're promoting. Not only does he have that, actually somebody got to call me while I'm doing the show. Not only did I have that, but he also has Devotion Vodka. Andrew Edelman, I wish you were watching the show right now. Devotion Vodka is an Andrew Edelman product. And he also has now Bada Bean coffee. So you make yourself a nice Bada Bean coffee, sprinkle a little vodka in it, and it tastes fantastic. Me personally, I would like to have anisette or Zambuca in my coffee, like a lot of other Italian people who are watching the show right now or listening to the show. Uh-oh, lower power mode. I'm running out of power. I got to get going. Folks, let me do a nice big shout out to yours truly, myself, Mike Marino. I'm still on tour. I got a lot of shows. But what I want to talk to you all about right now is the next big event. Wherever you are in this world, I'm coming to your neighborhood, and I will bring a show called Make America Italian Again. You're going to have a lot of fun. Wasn't that Situations Vodka? Devotion Vodka. Andrew Edelman's Devotion Vodka. Strong Island Cigars. How you doing, man? Strong Island Cigars. You should come on my show. I'd love to have you down here. Bring a cigar. We'll drink some vodka. We'll have some bada bean coffee. Hope I got all that trade. As far as I know, I do. All right. What's up, Comedy Flow? Matt Florio. Great guy, great writer, great comedian, great producer. Did a lot of shows with him, and we're going to keep on doing more and more shows. But right now, the live show is taking place. So here we are in the month of May. I have a few shows that I'm going to do in the month of May to rehearse for the big show that we're doing on May 25, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're in New Jersey, New York, Boston, upstate New York, if you're in the area, I'm doing pretty good, Strong Island Cigars. I'm doing pretty good. Thank you so much for asking. If you're going to be in the area, if you're in Long Island, I'll be at Governor's in Long Island the last weekend of June. May 25, ladies and gentlemen, I will be on stage with one of the funniest lawyers / comedians in the country. They call him New Jersey's funniest lawyer. His name is John Bramnick. He'll be standing on stage with me on May 25 at Count Basie in Red Bank, New Jersey. And also the legend himself, the host, the most incredible drive time talk show host in the morning on 101.5 here in the state of New Jersey. He's also the face and the voice and the host of Chasing News. Mr. Bill Spadia will be with me also as we make America Italian again at one of the funniest shows coming to you where? At the Count Basie Theater, Red Bank, New Jersey. How do you get tickets? You go to www.thebasie.org. www.thebasie.org. Presented to you by Lucatelli Cheese, proud sponsor of Mike Marino Live on Tour. That's right. Get yourself some Lucatelli cheese. You can get it anywhere. You can get it in Food Town. You can get it in ShopRite. You can get it in Stop and Shop. You can get it on the internet. You can get it live here in my mother's basement. So don't forget, log on to Lucatelli Cheese and check out what they got. Greatest cheese in the world. Thank you so much for being a proud sponsor of me, Mike Marino Live. And that show will be out to Count Basie. Moving on from Count Basie, then I'm going to go to that big June 5th show that I lost my voice talking about at the Wildwood Convention Center as I host the first annual East Coast Music Hall of Fame, Wildwood, New Jersey. You can get tickets to that. Just go on the internet and figure that out. Then Florida, I'm on my way June 15th at the Art Serve Theater in Fort Lauderdale. June 15th, Art Serve Theater, Fort Lauderdale. And then back to Long Island. Long Island will be June 28 and 29 at Governor's at all 3 locations out on Long Island. Mike, I hope you feel better. You're Italian and you're a fighter. That's right, I'm Italian and I'm a fighter and I ain't going down. Jessica, lay off the cheese, Mike. Get that gallbladder out as soon. I need mine out too. Feel good. Oh, shit. Well, I'm going to have to wait until after a couple of shows because I have a funny feeling if I went on stage without my gallbladder, I don't know, I might leak. Love you on Royal Caribbean. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. Keep writing to the show. Betsy Donatelli, miss you, love you. Hope you're having a great day. The Rose Flemington, it's nice to see you. Jeremy Vanix, what's going on, my brother? And listen, folks, you can all find out where I'm performing live very easily. Subscribe. I know everybody in the world is asking everybody to subscribe to their channel. My channel is MikeMarino.net, and you could subscribe to my website. You will get an annual newsletter telling you where I'm going, where I'm performing, and what shows you can watch live on television or on the internet. You can go to Mike Marino Live on YouTube. If you subscribe to Mike Marino Live on YouTube and also Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, you'll see everything and anything you want to see, especially my web series, Make America Italian Again, Marino 2016. It's very, very funny. You're going to have a lot of fun enjoying that show, and I really hope that you will. Remember, folks, let's make America Italian again, huh? Even if it's just for a little while. You don't know none, you don't see none, you don't say nothing. I want to do another quick shout out to another one of my sponsors, Remax Integrity Advantage. For everybody who's listening and watching this show, remember, if you want to buy a house in the tri-state area, or you're looking to rent a house, or maybe you're looking to sell your own house, why don't you just sell it through Remax Integrity Advantage and do it with my friends, Jim and Barbara Mulcahy. You can give them a call at 908-665-0600. If you want to look to sell your house, buy a new house, please go to 908-665-0600 and ask for Jim or Barbara Mulcahy, Remax Integrity Advantage. And also, don't forget, if you're in a supermarket somewhere and you're in a restaurant somewhere, ask for Lucatelli cheese, 100% Italian, freshly grated. That's one of my favorite, Pecco Romano, Romano cheese, of course, and Parmesan cheese, any kind of cheese. If you love cheese, if you're a cheese lover, even if you're not a cheese lover, you'd be silly not to find out more about Lucatelli cheese and its legacy and its origination coming from Italy, of course, bringing it to the United States. Now, you're probably wondering, hey, Mike Marino, you must be lactose intolerant, all these problems. Well, you know what? Lucatelli cheese is made from goat's milk and sheep's milk. Sheep's milk? Goat's milk. Check it out. It's fantastic. And as you can see, I have a ton of it. And I don't go with macaroni without it. In fact, why have macaroni at all if you don't have Lucatelli cheese? That would be a waste. Hey, Presto Tenucci, you know what? I'm going to try to take in this call one more time while I'm here. Coda, how you doing? You're on the air. Coda, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? What's up, buddy? Coda Hawk is a young, aspiring comedian who lives in Las Vegas, Nevada, and it's really, really cool. Elliot Grant. Let's try Elliot one more time. Hello, Elliot. Can you hear me? Elliot. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. All right, I can't get him. Trying it again. All right, caller. Sorry, something's wrong. I can't take in your call right now, but I do got to get going. Okay, this has been a great broadcast. I had a lot of fun this afternoon or tonight or good morning, wherever you are in this world. I am Mike Marino, live from my mother's basement. I had a great time. Thank you so much, everybody. Remember, please subscribe. MikeMarino.net. Mike Marino Live on YouTube. Mike Marino Live on Instagram. Mike Marino Live on anything. As long as I'm alive, I'm on it. You understand? And remember, how do I end every single one of my broadcasts? By always saying the same thing. You don't know nothing. You didn't see nothing. You don't say nothing, right? And we all end it by saying the same thing. Don't take no shit from nobody. All right, have a great night.
Hey folks, I hope you're enjoying watching my podcast live from my mother's basement. We're having a lot of fun and I'm going to have a lot of great guests on the show in the future. So if you like it, hit like. You could also leave a comment. You could subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch other funny videos. And you could also listen to my podcast on your favorite podcast app like Spotify and iTunes.